could the disciples have simply made up the idea of a resurrected Jesus?
Daryl's got a great illustration that if you were in advertising in the first century and you were trying to make this story up, you'd have some challenges, some real problems. What would they be?
Okay, well, your meeting is called Let's Keep Hope Alive. We've got a dead Messiah, dead and buried, and apparently, according to this idea that it's made up, he's going to stay dead and buried. But we want to keep the message of Jesus alive. Now, the simple thing to have done would have been to simply present him as an ethical teacher who encouraged us to regard certain things and not bring him back, just leave him there and have your message. But I think the reason they didn't go there is because that didn't happen. But imagine if it were made up what people are asking us to believe. It's you're in the PR meeting and someone raises their hand, I got a great idea. We're going to invent a resurrection. He's going to come back to life. And we're going to sell this difficult idea, because people didn't believe in a bodily resurrection except for a certain segment of the Jewish population. We're going to sell this difficult idea, and the first people we're going to put out there as witnesses are women. And they're going to convince everybody what's going on. The only problem is that in the first century, women didn't count as credible witnesses in the culture. They couldn't even testify in a court of law except for cases of sexual abuse. So you're going to sell a difficult idea, and you get to invent any advocate at the start that you want, and you put forward the women to launch this difficult idea and launch your campaign. Very unlikely.
Yeah, why wouldn't you put Peter in there if you're going to invent something?
Exactly right. Peter or any one of the apostles. There are all kinds of other candidates you would put up. And then here's the other problem. The other problem that you've got is there's no precedent for a Messiah being raised from the dead. They actually didn't believe that a Messiah was going to suffer. So they hadn't anticipated that part of it. They didn't read Isaiah 53 that way. And so you're arguing for a precedent that isn't a precedent for anything in making the case. That's to respond to the people who say, well, Jesus really didn't present himself as Messiah or didn't think he was Messiah, but his followers made him Messiah afterwards. Now, there's got to have been impetus in what Jesus did that caused them to think that Jesus was Messiah. There had to be an empty tomb and something that happened that caused him to believe that he was raised from the dead. And the women must have been in the story at the empty tomb from the very beginning, because you wouldn't have put them there if you were making up the story.